hear him say that he's a media channel. I hear him say that he's a media channel. I hear him say that he's a media channel. I hear him say that he's a media channel. I hear him say that he's a media channel. di famiglia c'è. 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 hear him say that he's going to need their genuine. I hear him say that he's going to need their genuine. I hear him say that he's going to need their genuine. I hear him say that he's going to need their genuine. will hear him say that you should meet the channel. You will hear him say that you should meet the channel.
We are shortly ready to start our ceremony. Before we do, please join me once again in thanking our wonderful string quartet. Today, I hope you have the most wonderful, memorable experience which you will look back on in years to come with a great sense of pride. Before we start the ceremony, I do have 3 key messages to share with you. In the very unlikely event of us needing to evacuate our venue, please leave via the nearest exit, which might be behind you. Please follow our ushers to the assembly points. Guests requiring assistance will be escorted. Please take a moment now to see where your nearest exit is. In line with our firm commitment to our planet, our graduation programme is available digitally. You'll be able to follow the ceremony easily, as the list of names in the programme will broadly match the order in which our graduands take to the stage. Please do remember to switch your phones and devices onto silent. I know that at some points you will want to whoop, cheer and applaud, and I want you to know that we strongly embrace that here at Royal Holloway. So please do so with gusto. What I would ask of you, though, is that you whoop, cheer and applaud and then quietly pause so that our next graduand, soon to be graduate, and their supporters can enjoy their moment too. This ceremony is being filmed, and our professional photographers will be taking that all-important picture of our graduates receiving their scroll. So as much as I'll know you want to capture that moment with your camera, please could I ask that you don't obstruct the view of the people behind you. And finally, at the end of our ceremony, our graduates will leave first, followed by our guests. If you are able, please stand for the arrival of the procession.
Please take your seats. Guests, families, supporters and friends, on behalf of the University, I'm delighted to welcome you to Royal Holloway on this very important occasion, our graduation ceremony. It's wonderful to see so many of you gathered here today. We welcome those of you who are visiting for the first time, those returning to a place that has become familiar, and those who are watching this from around the world on our live stream. To you all, we extend a very warm welcome. We hope you enjoyed this ceremony and have a truly memorable and happy day. Graduates from the School of Business and Management will be presented at this ceremony. Today at this ceremony, we present graduates who have been awarded master's degrees. With great pleasure, I welcome the Executive Dean of the School of Business and Management, Professor Christoph Sinopoulos.
Hello. One thing I know, that I know nothing. This is the source of my wisdom. Welcome to our winter graduation ceremonies. I am Professor Christos Sinopoulos, the Executive Dean for the School of Business and Management. As you may have noticed, I started by quoting the Greek philosopher Socrates, and I did so not to disclose the place where I grew up, but to remind us all of how little we know and how acknowledging this can give us profound strength and ultimately wisdom. Now, about 18 months ago, or maybe a little bit more, our graduates who are here today, who are currently sat behind me in the adjoining room, watching me address this via live video link, made this acknowledgement. They acknowledged how, despite their previous education, there was a lot more to learn. They acknowledged how the source of their wisdom is not one degree, but a continuous journey of questioning and learning. They acknowledged that they needed to further develop their skills and knowledge, and that they can become more competitive and better able to contribute to society. Today, we will be recognizing their wonderful achievements as they take to the stage. They will doff their cap and receive their scroll. They will then join us here in our ceremony venue to hear from our presiding officer for today, Professor Tracy Bamra, Provost and Pro-Vice Chancellor, and our student orator, Ronak Shah. So again, about 18 months ago, you applied to one of our courses. You may recall that as part of that application, you had to put a personal statement together. By reading those statements, we learned a lot about your experiences, we learned a lot about your aspirations, and of course, your motivations. We learned about how you were planning to acquire skills, knowledge, and experiences that will help you develop a career, start a business, and make the world a better place. We also learned how, for many of you, this would be a unique opportunity to live in another country. Now, after all this is done, I would urge you to go back to that statement and see whether the objectives you had set yourselves have actually been met. I would also urge you to do so with your parents and supporters, who I'm sure had a thing or two to do with helping you along this journey. I hope that by reading those statements, you will find that although your journey may have changed, you have retained your path to wisdom. You're here because you have completed courses in business and management. You have acquired many critical skills. You can analyze complex data, make decisions systematically, and develop comprehensive business strategies. You can also lead with empathy, collaborate with others, and act as global citizens in a socially just and sustainable manner. These are key skills that are wanted by top employers, but also make for successful entrepreneurs. I and my colleagues here at Royal Holloway, University of London, also continuously acknowledge how little we know. So we constantly conduct research with social purpose. We develop knowledge that has impact by studying some of the key topics that affect how businesses manage their staff, how they use data and AI to make decisions, and how they optimize their processes and supply chains. This knowledge has guided the design of your courses, your lectures, and of course your assessments. So, to paraphrase Socrates' words, our continuous and collective effort to question and learn is the source of our wisdom. So congratulations, enjoy this day, and please do keep in touch. Now, with great pleasure, we now move to the presentation of the graduates. Please welcome the representative from the School of Business and Management, Professor Chris Napier.
Professor Tracy Bamburgh, Provost and Pro-Vice Chancellor, I would like to present graduands from the School of Business and Management for the award of Master of Science degrees from the School of Business and Management. Noura Alaho. Sarah Asghari. Yogeshwari Balasundaram. For the prize of highest score for dissertation, MSc Accounting and Financial Management, Alessandro Bidinat. Ojuswi Bimili. Keegan Bischoff. Joseph Cutting. Karampal Daliwal. Bhavini Ramanbai Gajar. Pravalika Gangareddy. Victor Glazik. Ijun Hu. Lok Yung Leung. Ji Yong Lee. Hui Shen Lin. For the prize of highest final overall average and highest score for dissertation, MSc Accounting and Financial Management, Matteo Mazzotti. Ali Hamza Riaz. Abhishek Srinivasan. Jasper Taylor. Mohammed Vora. Mariam Bojini. Wanachban Chotik Kawatana. For the prize of highest final overall average and highest score for dissertation, MSc Digital Innovation Analytics, Abigail Fox. Esin Gokar. Haniwant Kalra. Karujan Kanthalingam. Javaria Khan. Sardar Muhammad Ibrahim Khan. Yoonji Kim. Maria Alejandra Moreno Velasco. Simona Pascali. Mohammed Ahmed Patel. Callum Petters. Ronak Shah. Daniel Sinek. Bethany Taylor. Selena Wong. Hui Zhang. For the prize of highest overall average and highest score for dissertation, MSc in Human Resources Management, Wafa Al-Balai. Suman Bania. Siti Dev. Mariam Ghazali. Drashti Patel. Tunme Narendra Shinde. Harshal Beloshi. Komal Chowdhury. Kushal Das. Melis Dinesh. Akhil Devarapali. Intuon Hiran Ryung Rong. Harikesh Jayadevan. Abdurrahman Khalil Ur-Rahman. Tala Khan. Ruthik Naveen Kinvasara. Sangeet Krishnawami. Aditya Bharat Manijari. Tadi Marumbwa. Sai Prasanna Muthukumar. Rishab Nebnani. Victor Unwa Ochel. Prakash Odedera. Hector Rosenius. Xiaojing Xu. Hussein Sheikh. Bilin Sudhir. Nachanok Suan Rukorn. And that concludes the presentation of graduands from the School of Business and Management.
I would now like to introduce our student orator, who will deliver a speech on behalf of those we are celebrating here today. Please welcome Ronak Shah.
Good morning, dear peers, parents, professors, and esteemed guests. It is my great honor to address you today as my fellow students and I stand at the precipice of a life outside the halls of this prestigious institute. One must not dwell on the past, but the last year has been a wonderful journey for us. Therefore, it behoves us to spend a moment to reflect upon it, as it is a harbinger of all that is to come. It is often said that variety is the spice of life, and this was truly exemplified by our DIA batch, where we had 15 nationalities represented in a batch of just 22. And learning from each other was not solely restricted to the classroom, but also all those hours spent cooped up in the library, suffering together during assignment and exam time, or having fun at the eateries around campus in our breaks, where we jointly lamented the lack of spice in the local cuisine and the excess of variety in the local weather. Sharing experiences, joys, sorrows, adventures, and misfortunes brought us closer and made us appreciate not just what we had signed up for in the form of our course, but also our own cultural equity and heritage. I think I speak on behalf of all of us when I say that Royal Holloway was truly a remarkable experience. This diversity in peers was mirrored by that in our faculty, which created this unique mélange of ideas, spirited discussions, meaningful connections, and hopefully lifelong friendships. You often hear that a building is more than brick and mortar, but here I would like to slightly differ. For all of us coming from different parts of the world, not knowing each other before we came here, Founders Building held a very special place. Not only did it tilt the scales in favor of Royal Holloway when many of us were debating between different universities we wanted to study at, but it was a beacon of warmth in the cold winters, a welcome sight walking up tedious Egham Hill, a sense of home away from home, and a connection with a glorious past to live up to. As we embark on the next chapter of our lives, transitioning from the life of a student to that of a working professional or academic, I would like for us to think about the blank canvas that lays in front of us and how we intend to paint it. Many Indian languages have a word for which there's no English equivalent, vasool, which is all about squeezing every last ounce of a moment or occasion given the resources that you have invested into it. I count myself lucky to have engaged with the university in every possible way, from clubs and societies and the RH100 to representing the university at conferences, sports matches, and as a researcher, even vasooling things that I ideally wouldn't have wanted to in the form of medical and well-being services. However, there's a valuable lesson in this, one of making the most of every opportunity you're given at every stage in life. Do that, and I'm certain we will make our mark in this world. I would like to conclude by expressing immense gratitude to everyone, students, academics, staff, families, that made Royal Holloway an exceptionally wholesome experience, a sentiment that I hope you all also echo. Good luck for whatever is to come in life. Make this institution and all of us proud. Thank you.
Thank you, Ronak, for sharing your experiences with us here today. It's a great achievement to have been chosen to deliver the student oration in front of your family, guests, peers and staff. Congratulations and well done. It's now my pleasure to introduce one of our talented students here at Royal Holloway who will entertain us in a musical interlude. Please welcome Yuting Zhao. Thank you, Yuting, for that fantastic performance. At this point in the ceremony, I'd like to invite our graduates to thank their guests and for all the support they've given them over the years. Graduates, please can I invite you to put your hands together and show your appreciation. Graduates, guests, colleagues, it's truly wonderful to share this graduation ceremony with you all, celebrating the fantastic achievement of the graduating class of 2023. Graduation marks the end of your current studies, allowing all too brief but special time to reflect and celebrate with fellow graduates, with your lecturers and the professional services teams who supported you on the way, with family, friends and supporters, and to begin the next chapter in your story. A crossing of a threshold, both physical and emotional, is what takes place in ceremonies like these. And for that reason, I hope the ceremony has been both meaning and moving. Sorry, I can't say so. Moving and meaningful. In this moment, staged in front of your supporters, whether they're here in person or watching online, you're being actively welcomed, graduates, into the remarkable Royal Holloway global community, which stretches from here on this beautiful Egham campus and our central London sites to over 120 countries, represented by our vibrant and inspirational international student community. Sorry. Our international student community. All of us here today very much hope that your new degree will lead you on a career and a life path that is both enjoyable and rewarding. But we also know that you carry within you the spirit of Royal Holloway, which, as a university of social purpose, is all about making a positive contribution in the world. We like to say that a Royal Holloway degree is for what matters. This ceremony recognised master's graduates in subjects which are vital to many organisations, such as accounting and financial management, business information systems, digital innovation, human resource management, and logistics and supply chain management. These all contribute to making an organisation successful in the 21st century. We live in complex times, but one of the most amazing things about the university community is their ability to come together over difficult questions and issues. Local, national and global, societal and economic, to debate, to reason, to discover, to analyse and learn together, and to find knowledge-based solutions often co-produced with community groups, with industry, with policymakers, and with creative and cultural partners. And I'm endlessly moved by the communities of practice and care and compassion that a university ecosystem holds within itself. We know you'll use the superpower that's your degree to give back and to make a difference. And we at Royal Holloway will be walking alongside you every step of the way. And in the words of songwriter and performer Taylor Swift, I invite you to be defined by the things you love, not by the things that you're afraid of. Royal Holloway is committed to being brave, bold, and future-facing in all that it does. But we know that our students and graduates are the very best of us in that respect, ambassadors and change makers in the complex and beautiful world in which we exist, carriers of hope, agency, and possibility. As we move towards the conclusion of the formal part of today's graduation ceremony, you will have a chance now to spend time with the tutors and lecturers and the fellow students who were part of your journey, as well as to celebrate with those friends, families, carers and supporters who enabled this massive achievement. But let me once again then reflect on what today recognises. Your degree certificates are a testament to hard work, intellectual capacity and perseverance, and I hope a lot of love, commitment and imagination. So as you ready yourselves to leave this beautiful, special place as Royal Holloway graduates, those certificates and all they represent today are statements of your potential, and as I know you know all too well, your responsibility in the world. While celebrating what has been achieved, I hope each one of you can find space to reflect on what you are yet to achieve. Just as history of this amazing place strikes me every single day that I have the privilege to be the Provost and Pro-Vice Chancellor, your recent past is a vital ingredient in making you the person you are. But it is, of course, what you do next that will define you, and that will also be a crucial part of Royal Holloway's future journey. Whatever your next steps, we wish you light, luck and love in your lives, and we know that you'll make us proud. Make the world beautiful, because I know you can. So go be remarkable, do remarkable things, be kind, be productive, make a contribution, make a difference. Thank you for being part of Royal Holloway's story today and tomorrow and into the future. You are our greatest achievement, and so we are very, very proud of you. Thank you. Finally, if you feel comfortable doing so, would you please now stand for the recession?
I hear him say that he's going to need their check. I hear him say that he's going to need their